Hey there guys, what's up? It's Anti-Crazy Movie Geek. Alright, I decided to do a video of me showing films that didn't need sequels. Alright, before I start this video, I just want to tell you guys that sequels do not actually suck. Some of the sequels are brilliant and cool, and some of the other sequels I've seen are terrible and so poor, but I just want to tell you that the originals are always the best ones, not the sequels. Well, some of the sequels are better than the originals, but most of the original films are easily better than the sequels. It's just my opinion. Alright, first one I'm holding up. Poltergeist. Now, Poltergeist is a cool horror film. This film freaked the hell out of me, guys. If you are freaked out by this film, you are not the only one, because this film freaked the hell out of me. Alright, Poltergeist is the only film that is cool in the franchise. I just don't know why they made Poltergeist 2 The Other Side and Poltergeist 3, because they are never going to be as good as Poltergeist 1. This film had everything in this film. It had the plot, it had the suspense, it had the chills, it had everything in this film. I just don't know why they made sequels to the Poltergeist franchise, so I just wish that the sequels should be left alone. So, Poltergeist is the only one that is pretty good. Alright, next one. RoboCop. Now, RoboCop is a brilliant action film. So, I really liked RoboCop, and the sequels in the RoboCop franchise are not as good as this. I did not watch the sequels in the RoboCop franchise because they will not be as good as RoboCop 1. RoboCop 1 and 2 are both rated 18, and RoboCop 3 is, unfortunately, rated 15. So, RoboCop is just the only one that is very, very good in the franchise. I know some of the sequels are really bad by some people, but it's just their opinions. Some people hated the RoboCop sequels, but most of the people really like this film more. So RoboCop is just the only one that is any good. Alright, another horror film I picked. The Silence of the Lambs. Okay, I love the Hannibal Lecter franchise. It's just a brilliant franchise. You got Manhunter. That was the very first Hannibal Lecter film in the franchise. And then The Silence of the Lambs. This film is a really brilliant film. Hannibal, I thought that was a pretty cool, okay sequel. And then you got Red Dragon. That's my second favourite film in the franchise. It's just a very cool film. And then you got Hannibal Rising. That film is just terrible, so boring, and it's just a piece of crap, in my opinion. If you like that film, fine. But the sequels in the Hannibal Lecter franchise will not make the franchise better, because The Silence of the Lambs had everything in this film. They are not going to be as good as The Silence of the Lambs. Now, next one. The Exorcist. Okay, The Exorcist is one of the most scariest films of all time. The Exorcist is a very popular horror film. I just don't know why people made The Exorcist sequels and all the other films in the Exorcist franchise, because they will not be as popular as this. It's just my opinion. I just don't know why they made The Exorcist 2, The Heretic, and The Exorcist 3, and all of the other films in the franchise, because some of these films in the franchise will not be as good as The Exorcist. So, The Exorcist is the only one that is very popular in the franchise. I just don't know why people made these sequels, because The Exorcist is the only one that is very, very good in the franchise. Alright, next one. Jaws. Now, Jaws is a cool thriller film. I really like this film. I've seen the Jaws sequels. You got Jaws 2, a fantastic, brilliant sequel. Jaws 3, you know, 50-50, because mainly it isn't as good as Jaws 2 and Jaws. And Jaws the Revenge, oh my god. That film is just a piece of crap. I do not want to watch it again. But I forgive Michael Caine in that film, because Michael Caine is one of my all-time favourite actors, but I just don't know why he's in Jaws the Revenge, because that film is just a piece of crap in the franchise. So Jaws is the only popular film that is the most amazing film in the franchise. They are always not as good as Jaws 1, in my opinion. Okay, next one. Jurassic Park. Okay, Jurassic Park is a really good film by Steven Spielberg. Yet again, he directed this film. He did a very good job in this film. So, people made Jurassic Park The Lost World, which is number 2, and then they made Jurassic Park 3. I think that sequel is the sequel that most people hated. So Jurassic Park is just the only one that is just a big masterpiece in the franchise. Okay, last one. Home Alone. Now, I really liked Home Alone 1 and Home Alone 2, Lost in New York. They're really great films. And then you got Home Alone 3. It was average, it was 50-50. And then you got Home Alone 4, Taking Back the House. That film is just a piece of crap, and it's just absolutely terrible. So, Home Alone is the only one that is very, very popular in the franchise. So I just don't think the sequels are not as good as Home Alone 1, in my opinion. So I really liked Home Alone 2. I liked Home Alone 3 a bit, and I disliked Home Alone 4, Taking Back the House, from start to finish. I did not like that piece of crap of a film. Home Alone is the only one that is very popular and very spectacular in the Home Alone franchise. I don't know why people made Home Alone 3 and Home Alone 4, because Macaulay Culkin grew up and they have 2 new kid actors and they are just absolutely bad. So Home Alone is the only one that is very good. Okay, thanks for watching, guys. Please rate and comment on this video, and if you have any questions, just email me on YouTube. So thanks for watching. Peace.